out of nowhere.
I could see it.
That'd be
And then
so
afterwards, they pause the game and give a deep inspired speech about friendship.
Absolutely!
Family. Lens, but also Gideon should be playing towards that.
Ooh, Kingen gonna get slowed down here as the train comes on forward. Kingen knocked up. That's down to 100 health. Is this Jace? Does get the hammer boop, and Dudu gonna have to find a flash forward. Doesn't have a whole lot of mana and doesn't have the way to finish him off. Didn't trust the tap Q to kill him.
When she's not able to approach without being poked to have health. And we'll also see Calix, who now with his Merc Threats done, is in a much better position and can just kind of shrug off.
Oh, Paranoia comes on through. There are the Brambles down from this Maokai, who does get a little scared. Berserker's moving in, but this Maokai is extremely tanky. DNF will look for the opportunity just to take down the Grubs. It's one apiece so far, as Pioshik actually has to flash out. That gives Gideon a guaranteed Grub here, even though his Smite is on cooldown.
That's why I picked Maokai. I really can't give enough credit for for the draft that Nongshim have set up for themselves.
Which is the Family Guy Star Wars movie.
Ah, okay, no, I did.
Which is extremely good.
No, Atlas, I'm going to give up. You know, I know we had...
Oh, man, that was close.
That was very dicey. Nicely done by Pioshik.
Yep.
No, I feel like I've run that joke kind of into the ground.
Yeah, fair.
And
as Lehens could just be dead here, as he finds the Wild Growth. I actually kind of thought that had already been used, because it took them a really long time to try and take down a Lulu, as he even just walks up to that rush as well. Like, how did he get away with this?
He didn't flash. We're not quite there.
17 minutes 26, I think.
All right, that makes sense.
And it was DK versus Gen G. I think so, but this is not going to be that, because Chiu's dead now. As the Paranoia comes in to finish him off. Set play, nicely done, as Calix looking to try and answer that, as Berserker going down pretty low as well. Gideon moves over, but life is there for the defense. And so it's 14 minutes that we have a first blood in this game. Not going to be breaking any records, but they also take down the turret. It's time to drift. Both of you, quickly, into the river. Let's go back to the 1v1. Okay, never mind. We've got a twisted advance. Bulldog could be in a little bit of trouble, but never mind. The re-engage comes through. Great knock-up comes through from Life as they look to try and single out Kingen. Not a massive amount of damage here, but Chiu is so far away from the fight that he could not contribute in any meaningful way.
It might
be okay. Oh, Calix, he gets the good one. That is an R button, if ever I've seen one, for this Silas. But yeah, looks like outer turret in the mid lane going to be picked up. The tempo plays, the macro moves from the DN Freecs looking crisper and crisper.
They're just clean.
They're just better today than what we've seen from this team almost all season long.
It's easy to forget, but they were fine during the LCK. They weren't great, but they beat Nongshim during LCK Cup. That happened.
Yeah, it's his teeth, man. That's all I think about with that movie. As, all right, Bulldog seeing whether he can survive as the kitty cat's chasing after him. They will get the snare, but the Mikhails is in from Life. It's going to keep him alive. Turret does go down. Feats of strength as far as the first turret blood were already taken as Calix. He's running really quickly, different to driving. Are we okay? You're looking quizzical at me.
I think it's happening.
I mean, it's looking pretty good. Another Cloud Soul. It was so powerful there from Bulldog. And Life, he has the quickness running. It is going to wear off as their health bars are looking lower and lower. Kingen still will be able to deal with this turret. He will be able to take that one down as Super Mega Death Rocket. The delivery of death towards Bulldog as he gets home. And that was not quite aimed at where he was, nor was it aimed at the fountain. As okay, there's another crash, this time from Dudu, as Calix, he can drive away at a moment's notice. And that control ward was looking a little dicey. Inner turret falls down on the bottom side of the map, and it is it's some craziness here in this game. 4,000 gold is going to be the lead here for the DN Freecs, though. Okay, Dudu is a brick wall.
Bulldog has ult.
Yeah, flank angle here for Calix as well, though. Let's see. Pioshik is running out of stats in the defensive department. This is still dangerous as Calix walks in. Chain Lash coming down. They're looking for the turn. The Brambles flying forward. Paranoia comes on through, and that is going to be secure by Pioshik. The car moving past Nongshim here as the quickness from Life. Looking to try and catch up as the Paranoia used in defense by Calix. And the DNF, I mean, the DN Freecs, they just walk away with the Otacon, with everything. Everything's good.
stall point here on this Cloud Drake.
Yeah, and looks like Nongshim have no interest in trying to contest for that one.
They're not really in a position to be able to. They need Geo to get a third item. And he is not rich. This Jinx is not well fed. It's rough.
It's a little bit of the entire gold lead, or at least a bit over half, is on Berserker. Just doing a little bit of a death check. Nongshim have no kills, and so therefore...
Engage Maokai, I'm not a fan of that list. It's not engage Braum, but it's not great.
Yeah, Dudu able to engage himself because he just walks in front of people.
Look at him, taking damage. Oh, he's definitely taking damage.
Whoa, he almost took damage.
He's only has 3,500 health.
Oh dear.
Down to 3.
A few more people hitting him. Okay, Flame Chompers are good, as Pioshik not pressing the R button, decides to go in on Gideon here. But the DN Freecs not finding the same value this time around as life goes in. Quickness value is massive, but Gideon, the Sap Sipper, is working out, but the train is in! And Dudu's able to take down the tree, and now it's Bulldog going ballistic. Berserker there as well, pushing Calyx out of the fight. Lehens, he may die this time, as he gets a big old shield, but it's another charge up. Down goes Geo, and the DN Freecs, it's only Calyx left alive, and they want to get themselves a Baron.
Nope. I don't think they're playing for Baron Atlas. I think we're going for a...
Calyx. Okay.
Okay, I can explain
he's catching the wave.
So he thought that they would go Nash, and I think he TPs to try and catch the wave and delay, because they were pinging for the end.
Yeah.
So I actually think that was a good play. Like,
I guess. I mean, it was a very confusing one.
Yeah, no, that was warranted. League is a construct, okay? so it was a perfect game.
All right, well, Cloud Soul, that is real. I refuse to believe otherwise. So that will go over to the DN Freecs. Dudu, press star.
Kingen is dead.
Kingen is dead. What he was doing there, I don't think anyone will ever know. I think scholars are going to be researching this for years to come without much information actually going on over their way. As Gideon getting a little bit of disengage value with the Bramble Smash.
Yeah, Geo is not getting his IE this game, I don't think. And even if he does, I'm fairly certain we've gone past the point where it really matters to actually deal with both the engage from the DN Freecs, but even your turnaround and your attempt to make a play when they maybe go in a little bit too deep, it just doesn't seem likely.
Well, Dudu is just going to crash into Gideon. Brambles do come out though, the Nature's Grasp working out here as the polymorph onto Dudu. He's still just immune to damage, which seems unfair.
There's no IE. He's not taking damage, Atlas.
Nope. And so they just take down the inhibitor turret. DN Freecs, like you say, slow play. There's the IE.
It doesn't even need to be about Rapid Star in particular, but more so because something is new.
Yeah, some little adjustment, and it has certainly worked out. And it's not even that, like, I looked at this draft and I thought Nongshim were in a great position. Just not the case. As 2 inhibitors now down, a circling of the drain has begun here. It's Nongshim to defend this. They're going to have to start something, and it's actually Dudu that starts it instead. Crashes into the inhibitor. Will take... Not really. I almost said he took damage, but it's not actually going to be the case. As Gio's going to have to use everything to try and get himself out of the way. Dudu may actually die as the zap is going to come through, and finally, this Jinx gets excited, but then immediately gets taken down. It's Berserker with a double kill to almost finish this off before it's even started, as Kingen, the last one left standing with any sort of meaningful damage. And Berserker is just picking them off. Gideon goes in. Gideon goes down. Berserker wanting to find the pentakill, but it's denied by Bulldog. Bulldog going to set up the kill onto Lehens, who may not actually die here, but DNF! They're going to break the losing streak and start a one-game winning streak here in the LCK instead.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.